YouTube better check it out, man. Basketball is my favorite sport. No, I was kidding. Baseball is. It's opening. It's the real opening day, but that's a whole another sport. We ain't on it. We on basketball. Bronny James. What the heck is Bronny doing that I don't know about? What you doing, Bronny? Talk to me. What did Mel say? There you go.
Bronny James is quietly taking over the G League, and almost no one seems to notice. He's shooting 64% on twos, 43% from three, and 90% from the free throw line. He's on pace to join the 50-40-90 club in the G League. South Bay hasn't lost a single game he's played in. And when he's on the floor, his team is winning his minutes by more than 16 points per 48 minutes, which is crazy to say.
16 plus
not that long ago, the conversation around Bronny James sounded completely different.
He's not ready to play in the NBA right now.
His NBA debut was electric, not because of what he did, but because of who his dad is.
History tonight, the first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game.
And for months, the story sounded the same everywhere. Nepo baby, didn't deserve the roster spot, only here because LeBron wanted to play with his son. And honestly, part of that was fair. LeBron had the power to make it happen, the Lakers had the reason to make it happen, and Bronny, he wasn't ready for the NBA yet. Not after one college season, he averaged under 5 points per game, and not after missing time with a heart scare. So while everyone was arguing about whether he belonged, Bronny ended up somewhere most casual fans.
If I was Bronny, I probably would have stayed another year in college, then went to the league, bro. I know you had the opportunity to play with your dad, but I still would have sat back one more year in college since I only averaged like 5 points. But he played his role, but I still would have sat another year.
And stopped paying attention to the G League. And that's where something interesting started happening. Game by game, minute by minute, Bronny has quietly started to dominate. Now, that doesn't mean he's an NBA star or that the critics were wrong about it. Because the truth is, a lot of second-year players go down to the G League and put up big numbers and still end up role-playing in the NBA. But that doesn't mean this doesn't matter. Because for the first time ever, Bronny James doesn't look like just a story anymore. And the real question now isn't whether LeBron helped him get here. It's what happens to Bronny when LeBron isn't there anymore.
Based on his high school career and based on what he produced for USC when he had a chance to produce, you tell me why you would draft him anywhere in his first 2 rounds.
Before Bronny ever got to the G League, everyone already had an opinion about him. He went to USC.
Be real, bro. I love Bronny. Would y'all draft Bronny? Would y'all want Bronny on your team? Or if take the LeBron name away from him. If Bronny just was a regular kid, had his regular stats coming out of college and high school, he still entered the draft, would y'all want Bronny on y'all team? Are you perfectly fine with the team y'all got now? Personally, me and my Hornets, I love you, Bronny, but we probably wouldn't pick you up. But we clearly, never mind. That ain't nothing bad. I love you, Bronny, but do you want your team to draft Bronny? It was Bron right here.
Real expectations, not just because of his last name, but because he earned attention on his own. McDonald's All-American, top 20 recruit in the 2023 class, 4-star prospect, the guard scouts liked for his defense, strength, and basketball IQ. USC already had a loaded roster, veteran guards, the top recruit in Isaiah Collier, and now Bronny James. However, the summer changed everything, because during a workout in July, he collapsed on the court.
Bronny James, the eldest son of Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James, suffered a cardiac arrest Monday and is in stable condition.
Doctors later found a congenital heart defect, something he'd been playing with his entire life without knowing. Suddenly, the question wasn't the draft, it was whether he'd play at all. He missed training camp, missed the start of the season, missed months of practice.
Bronny James has been cleared by doctors to return to basketball just over 4 months.
Bro, every time I see Molly on my screen, I don't like it, bro. She got LeVar banned on ESPN for saying, "All right, you can switch gears with me anytime." The man didn't say nothing wrong. Come on.
The son of the James family.
And when he finally made his debut in December,
Bronny James makes his debut today, 4 months after
I was going to say, Bryce played when he played Arizona.
USC was already deep into the schedule.
Bryce
came off the bench,
stay another
limited
year
minutes,
sure.
tried to find rhythm in the middle of a season that was already moving fast. And by the end of the year, his numbers didn't jump off the screen. 4.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, about 19 minutes a night. 6 starts in 25 games, under 37% from the field, under 30% from 3. And because of that, a lot of people thought the same thing. He should have stayed in college.
Is he ready to be an NBA player right now this year?
Probably not. Not right now. I think he's got a ways to go, but he's a talented young player.
Another year, maybe 2, potentially even more.
And
he probably develops into a really solid player without all the noise. But that's not the path Bronny took. He declared for the 2024 draft anyway. And the reason was clear as day. Front offices around the league knew it, agents knew it, scouts knew it. It was because LeBron James wanted to play with his son.
With the 55th pick
LeBron
in the 2024 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James from the University of Southern California.
Some people said it was history, some said it was business, and some said it was nepotism.
I say it was both business
nepotism,
and
someone getting an opportunity they don't deserve and denying someone else that opportunity.
And honestly, there was truth in all of it. So when the 2024-25 season started, everything felt rushed, and the criticism came early. Summer League didn't go great. His shot wasn't falling. A clip went viral of Jaylen Brown sitting courtside, appearing to say, I don't think Bronny is a pro. Opening night.
Come on, man. Come on, Jaylen. You know that ain't right to say, bro, boy. You know that ain't right to say. You know they got cameras everywhere.
Made the pressure even bigger. On October 22nd, 2024, Bronny checked into the season opener against Minnesota and shared the floor with his dad.
The first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game.
But after that moment passed, reality kicked in. He finished the game 0 for 2 with a missed 3. And by the end of his rookie year, he had just 27 NBA appearances and only 181 total minutes played. He made 21 field goals all season, scored 67 total points, grabbed 18 rebounds, and had 22 assists and 9 turnovers. So the Lakers did what good development teams usually do, sent him to the G League. The first game was rough, as Bronny scored 6 points on just 2 of 10 shooting, with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 turnovers. But on December 12th, something clicked. Bronny scored 30 points in a G League game on efficient shooting, attacking the rim.
I think I remember this. Either Sports Center
and creating off the dribble. A month later, he topped that with 31 points in another win, showing more confidence pulling up, getting downhill, and finishing through contact. And even when he wasn't dropping 30, he was playing steady minutes, defending hard, moving the ball well, and looking more comfortable every game. Late in the season, he had his biggest game yet. 39 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and a block in a win over Santa Cruz. And when he came back up to the Lakers late in the season, the difference was noticeable. He put up 17 points and 5 assists against Milwaukee, co-leading the team in scoring that night with several starters out. It wasn't a superstar performance, but it didn't look like the beginning of the season either. Still, by the time the 25...
Why are they practicing... Why are they playing G League games in where they practice at? Like most teams has I don't know. Maybe just the Lakers.
26 season started. The conversation around Bronny James already felt finished. He was the Nepo baby.
He don't look like he should be in the NBA yet, but he is.
The 55th pick who only got drafted because of his last name. The kid people decided wasn't good enough before he even played a full season.
He's not ready to play in the NBA right now.
So when year 2 started, nobody was really watching to see if Bronny improved. And early on, the situation looked almost identical to his rookie year, still bouncing between Los Angeles and South Bay. Through the first stretch of the season, he was averaging just over 2 points a game in the NBA and barely 7 minutes a night. So once again, he got sent down to the G League. Except this year, South Bay wasn't just a random developmental team. It was loaded with young players tied to the Lakers' future. Dalton Connect getting reps, Adu Thiero getting assignments, two-way contracts fighting for roster spots. And for the first time since turning pro, Bronny started looking comfortable. In his rookie G League season, he shot 44% field, 38% from 3, and about 81% from the line. This season, over 60% from the field, over 43% from 3, right around 90% from the free throw line. On real minutes too, close to 26 minutes a night, about 15 points, almost 4 assists, around 3 rebounds, and over a steal per game. So where does this actually leave Bronny James? Because this is where the conversation usually goes off the rails. Either people see a hot stretch in the G League and start talking like he's about to become a star, or they go the other way and say none of it matters because it's not happening in the NBA.
I wonder just how desperately badly Bronny really wants to be a very good NBA player.
The reality is likely somewhere in the middle. Bronny is doing exactly what the Lakers wanted to see when they sent him back to the G League. The whole point wasn't to make him a star down there. It was to see if his offensive game could catch up to his defense, if the confidence would come, and if he could handle having the ball more. This year, you can see that happening. He's attacking instead of hesitating. He's taking open shots without looking at the bench after every miss. He's running pick and roll instead of just standing in the corner. These sound like small things, but for young guards, confidence is usually the difference between staying in the league and being out of it in 2 years. If his development keeps going like this, here's a very realistic path for him to stick on an NBA roster. Not as a future all-star, and certainly nowhere near his father's legacy, but as a rotation guard who gives you defense, hit open shots, and not hurt you when he's on the floor. That's why some scouts have compared his possible ceiling to guys in that Gabe Vincent, DeAnthony Melton type. Defend the point of attack.
Don't disrespect him like that. Don't call him Gabe Vincent, bro. Yeah, maybe Milton, but don't do that. Don't disrespect Bronny like Gabe Vincent, bro. Don't do that.
Move the ball, hit threes, bring energy. Those players don't make headlines, but they stay in the league a long time. The bigger question isn't talent. It's opportunity. Because right now, his situation is still tied to LeBron. That was part of the story from the beginning. LeBron wanted to play with his son. The Lakers made it happen, and Bronny came into the league with more attention than any 55th pick ever. But that part of the story doesn't last forever. LeBron's contract expires after this year, so the Lakers are gonna have to make a real decision soon about whether Bronny's worth keeping as an actual roster piece. If he keeps shooting efficiently, if he keeps defending, and if he keeps looking comfortable with the ball, then suddenly he's not just the son of LeBron anymore. He's a cheap young guard who can and every NBA team needs players like that. There's another reality too. If the NBA role never fully comes together, his game fits perfectly overseas. We've seen that path a lot. Athletic guards, good feel for the game, solid shooters, but not quite big enough to be stars in the NBA. That could always be an option down the road. Right now, he's not there. Right now, he's still improving, still figuring out what kind of player he's going to be, and still proving that he belongs at this level. Because now, it actually feels like Bronny James's career isn't being handed to him. It's being built. Thanks for watching. And
appreciate that. Hey man, Bronny James. I feel like if he actually fully develops, bro, he'll be a role player. My player comparison to him will probably be Amon Shumpert. I can see him as Shumpert because Shumpert can play D and he can hoop too. I believe Bronny can hoop, bro. He just needs to be developed. The way he hooping in the G League, if he can take that to the league, my player comp Amon Shumpert. Get at your boys on the next one, man.